Hey everyone, and welcome to this bittersweet episode of TTV.
This time of year is often full of a lot of finals.
You're right, final tests, final prom, final TTV episode.
Wait, does that mean that this is the final episode of Brace Cooking?
Hey Palmer, welcome back to Bray's Bakery. Today is the final episode, and some of you may be pleased to hear that, and others maybe not. But in celebration of the show, we are making a 3-layer red velvet cake. So let's jump right into it.
Welcome to the kitchen, everyone. I have my assistant Jaya with me today, who's going to be helping me cook, so it goes by a little faster. Shh, don't tell anyone. A little roadblock, but we're all right. We got it taken care of. So in today's recipe, we're making a 3-layer cake, and what you're going to need for this is your choice of boxed cake mix. We are using the Betty Crocker Red Velvet Cake Mix, and it will be very easy. All you need is water, vegetable or canola oil, and 3 large eggs. First, I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. First, in the mixing process, we are going to mix in all of the cake batter. After the cake mix is in the bowl, we need 1 1/4 cup of water. Will you get that water for me, Jaya? You need a 1/2 cup vegetable oil, please, Jaya. Oh yeah. Now we're going to mix in the water and canola oil. And finally, can you crack in our 3 eggs, Jaya? This is a very crispy, so sorry. There's a little bit of eggshell in there. No harm, no foul. And to give our recipe a little more zest, we are going to add in some Aunt Jemima original maple syrup. Some in there. Mix it in real nice. After we have this all mixed in, we're going to get our 8-inch pans and line them with non-stick cooking spray is all you need. Now you're going to fill the pan around halfway full. And once you have it in the pan, we're going to add in, not a lot, just a few of our anchovies. Just plop it in there.
And then in another layer, wild caught sardines.
Oh, they're whole little fish. Are they boneless?
Yes, they're boneless.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna do this same thing with our 3rd layer. We'll be back when we have all of them cooked.
Why don't you go ahead and give us your reports on the appearance?
Red Velvet is one of my favorite cakes and it looks pretty good so far. It did kind of fall apart though, so I gave it a 7 for appearance.
You know, this cake looks real, it looks genuine, like it looks authentic, exactly like Red Velvet, especially what I found on my fork. I think with this alone, I think I'm gonna have to give this presentation, this whole appearance a 9.
How about the aroma? What do you guys think about the smell?
It smells like cake.
Yeah, it smells
10 out of
pretty
10.
sweet, so I'd have to give it a 2.
And last but not least, it is finally time for you guys to taste our cake.
I think I'm tasting a hint of sardine.
Tasting a lot of sardines.
Tastes pretty bad. I would even venture to say it's uncooked, probably. But in a good way, you know? Like, it's like you just got it out of the ocean. It's got a little bone there.
First thing that I tasted was the whole aesthetic of it. You know, you can just really taste Red Velvet, sort of like you're in France, you know?
I really like the icing. It really brings the whole cake together. The velvet with the anchovies just kind of ties it all together in a pleasing way. So I'm gonna have to give the taste a solid 8 out of 10.
The thing about this cake is that when you get the first bite in it, it's really hard to talk. So keeps you focused on the food, and overall, I'm gonna have to give this a 10.
So thank you for watching, and that's it. We're done with our series.
Isn't it crazy that we're done with school in a week?
Yeah, it feels like freshman year I was a whole different person.
Dear me, it's been 4 whole years since you started high school. That's 48 months, 208 weeks, and 1,460 days of your life. Somehow, that time feels like an eternity and a fleeting moment. And although I'm so happy to be the person I am today, I would go back and do it all again in an instant. Because I truly believe that you were always meant to be this person. This outgoing, thoughtful, compassionate, emotive, happy person. You just didn't realize it for a while. So I wanted to give you some advice. Just in case you or someone else feels like they aren't the person they want to be yet. To start, you've made a lot of mistakes. Some of them might seem too terrible to ever make up for. But you can't beat yourself up. Whether you believe it or not, everyone feels that sinking feeling of not being good enough or letting people down. The only thing that matters is how you let it affect you. So every once in a while, give yourself a break. Go outside, smell the flowers, stare at the clouds. Every once in a while, step out, meet new people, stay up until the sunrise. Free yourself. Because growing up is about so much more than getting older or bigger or tougher. Growing up isn't something that's tangible. It can't be described in words or numbers. It's a feeling. It's been 4 years since you first walked into Palmer High School as a completely different person. And it's been a journey. You've made mistakes. You've made strides. You've cried in sadness and in joy. But most importantly, you've grown up. Because you finally have that feeling of becoming the person you've always wanted to be. Sincerely, you. What do you guys want to be when you grow up?
We're like grown up right now. I want to be a wet leisure assistant.
Lifeguard.
It's the last quarter of the school year. That means that us seniors are getting ready to finally ring the bell and get out of here. For some of us, our future career is something we're still trying to decide on, but some seniors already have an idea and a plan to get there.
Hi, I'm Joshua, and I plan on becoming a pilot.
I want to be an art teacher, massage therapy,
performing arts, and I want to be a diplomat.
I love flying. It's just a great amount of fun. It's just something I enjoy.
I really love helping people. I like working with kids, and I like seeing their face light up when they finally get it.
That's a job that will allow me to travel, allow me to have a lot of fun.
It just really allows me to express myself.
For different occupations, different levels of training or education are required.
This past weekend, I just auditioned at University of Northern Colorado for their musical theater and acting program.
A bachelor's in international relations, then move on to my master's.
I'm going in as an art major, but I'm hopefully going to go into education as well. So just a year in trade school.
For the past year, I've been working on getting my private pilot's license. I got that in January.
With so many different career options out there, there's many ways that a career could fulfill you.
Meet really interesting people.
I want to share what I love to do. Seeing the effects of massage therapy, how it benefits people, it inspires me.
That just inspired me.
To be able to make people happy with my art, that would be really cool.
Hopefully, hearing these students possibly helped you start thinking about what you might want to do.
Hey Jamie.
What?
Do you remember when Drake Bell had a concert at Earps?
Yeah, that was cool, but remember when we had our opening football game?
Wow, we've had some great memories the last few years.
How have you changed between your freshman year and now?
I guess I got more mature, more old, more hardened by life.
I think I got funnier, for real. I got facial hair.
Facial hair?
Looking back from now, I definitely know how annoying I was.
What was the greatest accomplishment of your high school career?
Making music with my friends. Not dropping out of IB.
Getting all the scholarships and getting to all the schools that I applied for.
Not drowning in the pool. Making prom court.
What was the best memory of your senior year?
I'd say the best memory of my senior year was beating Doherty at Palmer. Just to have such a close game and to have everybody there and have the court stormed at the end. It was just a memorable moment.
Making friends, I definitely think that the people that I've surrounded myself with throughout the years have definitely influenced me to be a better person. So I think that was the best part about it.
First day of track practice, when I got to drive to practice instead of ask everybody for rides.
My favorite memory is having so many free periods because I don't have to do the classes anymore.
What would you do differently if you could go back?
Everything I did is exactly the way I wanted to do it, and I don't think I have any regrets for it.
I mean, definitely, if I were to start over, I would not procrastinate as much. It definitely kicks me in the butt sometimes when I put off things and then I have 3 papers due in one weekend.
If I could go back, it would be joining more activities, getting more involved with school.
Actually try this time.
I think I'd be a lot more open and ask for help more when I need it.
Any last words?
All I really have to say is just do it. Don't give up. High school is high school. After this, it's the rest of your life. Do it now.
Just good luck to the next seniors. You guys are going to do great.
Just be who you are. Genuinity is definitely one of the best characteristics that you could have.
I'd say just don't take anything for granted. It's a really unique thing being a high schooler, and I know it's tough, and I know there's a lot of, at the time it may not feel like being a high schooler is really cool, but being in high school, I mean, some of us don't have a lot of responsibilities, and just to cherish every moment you can in high school, because you're never really going to get 4 years where you're just learning and you don't have to worry about bills and kids and all that stuff.
Do your work when you need to and when you don't have fun.
Oh, I'm just ready to graduate now.
Have fun. Class of
2019. 2019. Class of 2019.
Okay, it's recording. That's a wrap, Palmer. Bye. Oh, you guys
Bye.